Ever since the birth of Prince George, firstborn child of William and Catherine, and future heir apparent to the throne, the Queen has allowed certain protocols to not be adhered to. This is due to the young age of William and Catherine's children, but as they become older, her great-grandchildren will be affected by rules already in place, which are likely to be enforced for good reason. Royal convention and precedent will insist royal protocol is followed regarding travel arrangements when the Queen's great-grandson Prince George turns 12. Under royal protocol, two heirs should never travel on the same flight, so when 8-year-old Prince George turns 12, he will no longer be allowed to travel with his parents together for holidays and overseas engagements. The Queen has allowed William and Catherine, as she did with Charles and Diana in previous years gone by, to bypass the rule due to their children's young age. But the strict travel rule is in place to protect the future of the monarchy, so therefore must be enforced as the risk increases. Although there is no official royal rulebook, heirs must seek permission from the Queen, who has the final say on the matter. One example of the Queen granting permission to members of the royal family is when Prince George accompanied his parents on a tour of Australia and New Zealand in 2014. Prince William was granted permission from Her Majesty to bend the rules with George, who was just 9 months old at the time. Back in September 2016, Prince William and Catherine travelled as a family of 4. Prince George and Princess Charlotte joined their mother and father on a trip to Canada, and in July 2017, the family also toured Poland and Germany. They boarded 3 flights together in a move that saw the Queen soften her stance on heirs travelling together. However, sometimes royal protocol has to be imposed. The protocol is in place so that if tragedy struck, and for example there was a fatal aeroplane crash, the royal lineage would stay intact. Special allowances may still be granted in the future, depending on the situation and assessment by royal protection officers who are employed not by the royals themselves but by the United Kingdom government, of level and threat of risk. Security expert Richard H., the Director of Operations for Mobius International, said, "It's not just the royal family, but any principal that has a serious threat against them. The royal family is most at risk during travel. You can have a person you are protecting very secure within a building. It is a secure area because the people in there have been vetted, gone through a security process, and there are security guards in there. As soon as they leave that environment, that sterile environment, their risk to threat goes up quite considerably." As the future monarch, William must adhere to most royal protocols, and Catherine must follow his lead, though they occasionally make exceptions. A source is quoted as saying, "The couple aren't even supposed to travel together with their children, in the event that a tragic event wipes out the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th heirs to the throne." Queen Elizabeth has let this rule slide, but it's expected to be enforced when Prince George turns 12. In the event that tragedy were to happen and the Cambridge family line were made extinct, then the laws of succession would come into play, and Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales's heir, would become His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry. In turn, Prince Harry's heir would be Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, and the crown would continue to pass through the Sussex family line. Only an Act of Parliament can strip a person in the line of succession from inheriting the crown. Prince George has captured more public attention recently than he is used to after he attended Wembley Stadium to watch England play in the Euros 2020 final. Prince George, who attends Thomas's Battersea in southwest London, could soon follow in his father's footsteps by moving to boarding school away from London. William boarded at Ludgrove School in Berkshire from the age of 8 before attending Eton, as did his brother Prince Harry. Last month, sources reported that the Cambridges had been inquiring about schools in Berkshire for their children, as well as suitable nearby residences. The report suggested that William and Catherine raising their family in the capital is not understood to be part of their long-term plans. However, sources were cited as stressing that Kensington Palace would remain their London base and will continue to do so after they become the Prince and Princess of Wales. Prince George, 7, and Princess Charlotte, 6, both currently attend Thomas's Battersea in southwest London, which takes children until they are 13. 3-year-old Prince Louis attends Wilcox Nursery in Kensington. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye.